Hey guys, so I am back with another video, and today we're going to be doing the wine book tag. This is created by Jade over at Boho Bookworm, and I will link her channel video down below if you want to watch it. I really like her. I actually follow her, so you should totally check her out. So this consists of 10 questions, and all of them consider around a different type of wine, which I love wine so much. So anyways, yeah, let's jump into stuff. Question number 1 is boxed wine. A book that everyone will judge you for liking, but you like it anyways. And for this one, I'm gonna have to go with The Perfect Chemistry Trilogy by Simone Eccles. I know it's not necessarily the best YA romance out there, and it's kind of cheesy. No, it's really cheesy. You know, the bad boy gangster, nice, popular, rich girl trope. But honestly, I really loved it, and it's a guilty pleasure read. Question number 2, organic wine. A book that doesn't have any added crap in it and is just written perfectly. For this one, I'm gonna go with Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I read this book last summer actually and absolutely loved it. I got it as a recommendation from Margot over at Epic Reads. It's one of her favorite books of all time, and I really loved it. Just the premise of the story. It's a retelling of Peter Pan and Tiger Lily, but it's taken from the point of Tiger Lily, and it just says so much in her writing. It's just so beautiful, and I honestly find myself thinking about this book a lot. I think I originally filmed a book talk for it, but it got deleted, so I feel like I need to reread it and then refilm one. Maybe I posted it. I'm not sure. I'll look, and if it's posted, I'll link it, but I don't think it is. I think it accidentally got deleted. But it is just such an amazing book, and it's really short, so I recommend that everybody should read this book. It's amazing. Question number 3 is Gluehwein. I don't know. I've never heard of this wine before. A really spicy wintry read. Spicy wintry read. I don't know if I have anything for this. I don't read very spicy. I don't read very spicy books. Just when I hear spicy, for some reason 50 Shades of Grey comes to my head, and I absolutely hated that book, and I read the sequel. I hated them both so much. So what should I say for this? I feel like I don't know. Well, I guess we could kind of go with Let It Snow. It's a compilation of 3 stories. One's by John Green, one's by Born Miracle, and one is by can't think of her name off the top of my head, some other chick. And I don't know, I'm just gonna go with these because they're all winter themed, set around Christmas, and you know, there's some romance that happens, so I'm gonna go with that. Question number 4 is Sauvignon Blanc, a really sharp and aggressive read that you couldn't put down. For this, I'm gonna have to go with Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. This series is just something else. It's just so hard-hitting, and it does deal with a lot of, you know, topics that, or a lot of themes that could be contributed to today's society and from societies in the past, and I just absolutely love it, and it's so hard-hitting and good, and I just love it so freaking much, and I suggest everybody should read it if they haven't read it. And I know a lot of people are kind of put off from it because it is an epic fantasy type of book. It is a very big book, but let me just tell you, you fly through those pages so fast because it's so freaking amazing. Number 5 is Pinot Noir. God, I work in a time rush and I still suck at saying wine names. A book you didn't expect much from, but ended up getting blown away by. For this one, I'm gonna have to go with Entwined by Heather Dixon. I have talked about this book quite a bit. I read it 2 years ago for my book club. Wasn't really expecting much as I went into this. I had a pretty cover. It was a fantasy type-esque book, and I was like, okay, I've never heard of it. Let's see. I absolutely love this book. I was blown away. I loved it. It's not necessarily really fantasy. It's more magical realism, the way it's played into the book, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the characters, I loved the storyline, I loved everything that happened in this. It was so amazing, and I really wish there was a sequel because I feel like I just need more. I need so much more from this book, and you should totally read it if you have not read it. It's so freaking amazing. Number 6 is Chardonnay, a good summer read that's super zesty. I don't know much about zest, but I'm gonna go with Wonderlost by Jen Malone. This book I just kind of picked up on a whim from the cover, and it talked about traveling Europe, and I was like, why not? I've always wanted to go to Europe, and now I've been, and I want to go back every single day I'm here. But this book is just so cute and fluffy. It's a very cute contemporary. It doesn't center mostly, like, it's not mostly centered around romance like a lot of YA contemporary are nowadays. It does focus on more with our main character, you know, finding herself as she's getting ready to go off to college, as she's leaving these senior citizens on this tour across Europe. And it's so amazing, and I really loved it, and I really just want to sit down and like reread this book, which is saying something because I'm not a big contemporary fan, but this book was so amazing, and you should totally read it if you have not read it. Question number 7, Rose, a book that has a little bit of everything in it. I don't really have a good book as an answer for this one, but I'm gonna go with The Haters by Jessie Andrews. This book has a road trip. It has friends, it has a band, it has concerts, it has romance, it has confusingness, it has the police and missing people. It's just really good. I really enjoyed this. It was a very good summer read. And again, like I said, I don't really have a good book answer for this, but this is the closest I'm gonna get, and it's really still fresh on my brain, but I love this book. Number 8 is Shiraz. I don't know if I said that right. A full-bodied book that is dark and juicy. Dark and juicy. Ooh, have I read any dark and juicy good books lately? I don't think I really have. Alright, so for this one, I haven't really read anything super dark and creepy that I can think of. So I'm just gonna kind of go with what I've got here. So I'm gonna go with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, no, it's not very dark, but it does deal with some dark things. Like, we have a mass murderer on the loose and all of this other crap. Like, deals with dark things, and then we're like dealing with some dementors on the loose as they're looking for Sirius and all of this other crap. So it does get kind of dark. Or another one we could do is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This one does deal with some dark things, such as the Ministry not believing Harry and Dumbledore about Voldemort being back, and, you know, all Dolores Umbridge and her awful quill. I know these aren't the best books to answer this question with, but they're all I have and all I can think of right now. Question number 9 is Merlot, a smooth, easy read with a soft finish. Oh god, this sounds like contemporary. Do I read a lot of contemporaries? No, I don't. So what am I going to use for the answer for this book? I don't know why. I keep thinking of like recent books I've read to answer these questions, and I really should be thinking of all books I've read. So now that I have looked through my Goodreads list, I'm going to pick Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan. This book was it's a very short book to begin with. It is very short. It's a cute little Christmas read, and I really enjoyed it, and it was very smooth and easy to get through, and so it's really adorable. And the sequel's coming out this year, so I'm really hoping to use that as my wintry Christmas read for this year. And finally, number 10, Champagne, your favorite book. This is a hard question. Why would you do this to me? Because I can't pick just one book, but I'm gonna go with a series for this one. I'm going to do the Percy Jackson series because, like I said, it is one of my favorite books in the entire world. It got me into reading, it's gotten me into getting a writer. I have a freaking tattoo of a trident. I can't ever show this because it's like on the side of my wrist, but it's there, I promise. Like, see? But obviously Percy Jackson, one of my favorite series of all time. Alright, so that is it for this book tag. Yeah, at this moment as I'm filming this, I cannot think of people I want to tag, but people to tag will be down below in the description, so totally check them out and whatnot. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it. So give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!